Welcome to Inspired Elevations with yours truly, Candace G. And today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects and topics, manifestations. It's a beautiful thing. So make sure you stay tuned, join in, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, you guys, again, welcome. I'm Candace G with Inspired Elevation. And today, this is actually one of my favorite subjects. I have literally manifested my whole entire life, literally. And so I wanted to go ahead and share it. And also, too, because there's a beautiful full moon this weekend. Full moon in Sagittarius is an amazing full moon to not only release, but also to manifest. The releasing part, depending on where you are, if you need the release, basically this moon is here to help you to release self-sabotaging behaviors, self-limitations, self-imprisonment. So if you're a person where it's like you kind of stand in your own way, this is a great time to recognize that, be honest with yourself, and to release those parts of yourself, because as you know, you really can't add anything new into your life until you just actually you gotta have the room for it. You have to have the room and space for it. On the positive side, the flip side, which that's positive too as well, but if you don't have the self-sabotaging behaviors, it's also a time to manifest your soul tribe. It's a time to manifest life soul mate partners, with the life, not the lessons, but the people that are aligned with you in this time and moment in your life. So this is a great time if you are a person where it's like you've been yearning to be around like-minded people. This is in this moon, it's a time to really place that and set that intention out there. Like I really, and have people gravitate towards you that belong in your energy and your space. They kind of go hand in hand. The releasing and letting go of self-sabotaging and limiting behaviors is extremely important when it comes down to manifestations, because of course, like I said, you have to have room and space for what it is that you need, that you want, and that you desire. But also on the flip side of it too as well, you have to make sure that you're aligned with the type of people that you want into your life. We can only manifest, literally only manifest what we're aligned with. And that's just how it goes. It's the law of attraction, as you guys know I continuously discuss on this channel. But you can only align yourself with who and what you are currently. And that's how it goes. So if you know that you have some behaviors or some things that may be lower vibrational, or just if you've been manifesting people and situations in your life that you're like, I don't know if I like this, then this is a time for you to release whatever type of limitations that you may have or that you may possess, so that you can raise your vibrational frequencies to a higher level and standard to actually bring in people that are at a higher level and standard too as well. So with that being said, I just want to talk about the full moon in Sagittarius. It's one of my favorites. It's definitely a transformational full moon, so you can really change your life with this. So with that being said, I wish and bid you happy manifestations. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So manifestation, how it works, basically, just a little bit, as I stated, I've manifested my whole entire life. We are manifesting constantly, whether we know it or not. So whatever your dominant thoughts and feelings are that's what you're bringing towards you, because it's like you're feeding it's almost like you're feeding or blowing up a balloon. So whatever you are focused on internally, whatever your subconscious energy is like constantly repeating, it's like you're blowing up this balloon. This balloon is kind of going up into the universe. I'm just giving you guys a visual. That's not really how it happens, but it kind of goes into the universe and like, surprise, here you go. This is what Candace wants, put in the computer. It's kind of like when you go to a restaurant and you're ordering a meal. Subconsciously, you're putting those orders in, and what you put in is what you're going to get, and that's just how it goes. So I always say it's very, very important to make sure that you, and I know it's not always possible, especially like being human. It's not always possible to be like a Disney character all the time and just be happy and singing and it's the birds flying around you, and then you have deer coming up to you and coming and eating out your. I know that's not always possible, but if you're intentionally manifesting, I highly recommend that you try your hardest to make sure you're in a higher vibrational place or frequency. I never manifest, ever do any type of manifestation rituals if I'm feeling low, tired, or bad. I won't do it, because you have to look at it almost like a stew. if you're creating a dish, a food, a pot of food, and if all your ingredients are old and used and if they're rotten, then that's what you're going to create. You're going to create a pot of crap. So it's very important to make sure that you are in a place where you feel good when you're trying to manifest something that's good into your life. Because if you're trying to manifest something that's good into your life, but all of your ingredients are crap, guess what's going to happen? You're going to manifest what it is that you're putting into that pot. So make sure you have the best ingredients. You have to make sure you feel good. Another thing is make sure you know what you want. I get a lot of people, and this has happened to me too as well, where I didn't know for sure. I was like, well, I kind of want this, but I kind of don't, but I kind of do, but I kind of don't. And guess what happened? Nothing. Either nothing happened or I got a lot of indecisive results. So you want to make sure that you have a solid plan, that you have a solid idea. All of the things that I have in my life right now, like everything that I've manifested in my life, were based off of a solid decision that I made. I had decided I was ready for this. I had decided that I wanted this. I decided that I wanted to live in a house like this. I decided that I wanted to live a life like this. I decided this. So therefore, whatever I decided and I knew for sure that was my solid decision, then that's what I actually manifested in God. I promise you. But everything that I was indecisive about, like, well, I don't know, I kind of want this, but I kind of don't. Absolutely nothing happened. So now I make sure that before I do set any type of intentions on purpose, that I have a solid idea before I write it. I actually have a manifestation journal. And I only write in the journal what I mean. Like what I mean, it's like, I mean what I say. And that's the intention behind the journal. I don't want to just put just anything in there because I know that whatever I put in there, I'm liable for it. Because I have set the intention that this is what I want. So if it's indecisive, wishy-washy, or if it's something that I really don't want, I don't put it in there. I don't focus on that. I only focus on the things that I know for sure. Like when I'm ready for something and I really need something or I want something and it's mine and I just see it and I feel it and it's just right here. That's when I focus on setting those intentions. I will highly recommend, so let's go back a little bit. I will highly recommend that you never try to set an intention or manifest purposely when you're not feeling good. And again, I'll elaborate a little bit more on that. If you notice, when you're stressed out, when you're angry, when you're mad, then you manifest more of those problems and issues. It may not be your intention. It's never your intention to. Nobody wants to manifest crap into their life. Like nobody wants that. But you're doing it if that's how you feel, like especially if you're an emotional manifester. So number one, make sure that you're in a great place, that you're at least feeling balanced before you set any type of intention or try to manifest. And you can do whatever you need to do. For example, like I go to the water sometimes. Like if I want to really raise my vibrational frequencies, because water in nature raises me to the highest level of everything. So I'll go to the water, I'll do certain things, listen to, I love drumming. So I'll listen to drums. Like the drumming, it raises my vibrations. But if I'm not feeling the greatest, but I still want to go ahead and manifest, I purposely do certain things that will raise my vibrational frequency so that I can be in alignment with what it is that I'm asking for. Okay, so that's one thing. Two, make sure you know and make a solid decision that you know what you want. You have to know what you want so that you can get a solid result and a solid, this is how it is, okay? Only set the intention to manifest what you believe is possible. I have a rule where if I can see it and feel it, then I know I can manifest it. If I think about something like, well, let's just say I want a dinosaur. I want to manifest a dinosaur. If I sit here right now and try to visualize myself with a dinosaur, it coming in the house, I come home, it's at the porch wagging its dinosaur tail. I can't picture it. Because to me, it's not a reality. Because in my mind, it doesn't exist. It's not going to happen. So it probably never will. It likely, I'm not saying, all things are possible, but with that, I don't really believe it's possible. So, but the things like, another example, when I moved here to my house, I had no idea how I was going to pay for it. Like I knew I wanted this house. I manifested this house. I always said I wanted a 5-bedroom house. I wanted to be in Cobb County in a great area, great neighborhood. I literally wrote this stuff down in a cul-de-sac. I said I want to have like the office space. I want to have like a man cave. I want to have Like, I described my whole entire house. And when I found this house, I had no idea how I was going to get it, but I knew I wanted it. I made the decision that this was going to be my house. And I used to come to the house. I came to the house for 3 days in a row, and I placed my hand on the house and began to visualize and see myself pulling into the driveway. I see myself walking in the door. Like, I would see it. I could see it and feel it. And I was getting excited about it. And then within 30 days, the house was mine. So that's just another example. So you want to make sure that you believe what it is that you're asking for. Like, you have to believe in it. Do you believe it's possible? If it's, I'll say something like a little bit more simple, a partnership. If you, and this goes back to my first video, change your mind, change your mind, change your life. I'm sorry, you guys. My mind is it's time for my water break. But change your mind, change your life. You have to believe that something is possible, meaning that you have the space for it too as well. So even with a partnership, let's just say that you like the idea of love, or you admire the idea of love, but you have a fear of love. It's likely you're going to manifest against someone that's in alignment with your thought process. So what I recommend, even like if you know you want love, but you know that you have some self-sabotaging behaviors, or you may not be ready for it, then ask for that. Ask to be aligned with love. Ask to release whatever holds or limitations or blocks you have towards love. Like, ask for the healing part of it so that you can manifest what it is that you truly want. So you can pretty much have whatever you want, whether you're ready for it or not. If you're not ready for something, you can always ask to become aligned with it. You could always manifest. Okay, let's just say it's a better job or more money or abundance, but you know you have a limiting mindset. Excuse me, guys, I'm a little congested. My allergies are like, ugh. But you have a limiting type of mindset when it comes down to income. You can manifest it. You can ask to allow, what's a good way to say it? Allow me to be able to see and believe and understand that I am worth having wealth, that I am worthy of wealth. Like, you can find, but now when you do this though, certain things will happen. That means that you may have to go through a healing process, but it's worth it because at the end of the day, you'll receive and get whatever it is that you're asking for, that you are actually manifesting into your life. So you don't always have to be ready for what it is that you're manifesting. But if you're willing to become ready for it, then yes, you will have to go through a little bit of a process in order for you to become aligned and ready for it. But you will become aligned and ready for it, and then you can bring in what it is that you want. So that's the beautiful thing about manifestations. But it's all about, again, the intention that you're setting. So make sure you believe it. Make sure you're in a good vibrational place, and make sure that you actually have a belief. It's like, make sure you know what you want. Like seriously, you have to believe that you have to believe that you can get it, and you have to know what you want. Like, it has to, all that has to be in alignment. We have to make sure that the inside matches the outside. So meaning that your words are matching what your subconscious energy is saying, and that's very, very important. So be careful what you ask for. A lot of times we ask for things that we're not ready for. So again, like, go within yourself. I always say, if you don't know what you want or what you need, all you have to do is ask. It's so simple. Like, life is not that complicated. I promise you that. A lot of times when I needed to see something for myself, I would ask the universe to show me what I need to see in order for me to be able to understand it, so that I can move on from it, acknowledge it, and kind of deal with it. So if you don't know what you need to be happy, for example, let's just say that you just want to be happy, but you don't know what that's going to be, or you don't know what it's going to take for you to be happy in life. Just ask for that. You can always ask, like, please align me with happiness. Remove all things in my life that are limiting my happiness, so that I can add in what does. Like, bam, boom, there you go. That's a powerful manifestation right there. A powerful one. Yes, your whole entire life will probably freaking change. It's going to be a shakeup. But if you're ready for that, you will have what it is that will add happiness to your life. So that's what I mean by that. So be careful what you ask for, though, because sometimes too as well, when you do, sometimes you'll ask for something and sometimes you'll get tested with it. Like, okay, this is what you want. Sure. And it's not going to be, but that's something that you recognize, and you're probably used to that already, where it's like, yes, you may manifest something, and yes, sometimes you will get what it is that you ask for. You'll get the rotten egg just so you can experience it, and you can taste it, and you can smell it, and you can say, oh, I don't really want this. I may not be ready for it. That's happened to me quite a few times. I've manifested things that I wasn't ready for. When it came, it was overwhelming, or I just realized I didn't want it. I needed to take some time back to work on some more things with myself first before I could prepare myself to be ready for what it is that I was asking for. That's including people. Oh gosh, it's very easy for me to manifest people. But sometimes I would manifest prematurely, and I would get what I wanted, but it wasn't really what I wanted. It was an experience, a lesson that I needed to understand to align me, or to place me in a position to be where I am now, to manifest the type of quality that I deserve, that I need in my life. And so very appreciative of that. So be careful what you ask for, because sometimes you'll get what you ask for, but it'll come to you in the form of like a lesson that's supposed to turn into a blessing. Okay. So that's very, very important. Why people manifest, pray for something and see nothing happen. Well, the number one reason is because you don't believe it's possible. You don't believe it. You have to, again, it goes back to you being ready for what it is that you're manifesting and asking for. If you don't believe it's possible, then it's not. If I don't believe that I can get a dinosaur to be delivered through Amazon. I can get a toy one, but a real life dinosaur. It's like one of those things where it's like you have to know what it is that you deserve. And that goes back to, I just posted a video about this. It's short, about like knowing about what you deserve, being deserving of everything that you desire. You have to shift your perspective into knowing what you deserve and then believing it's possible. If you can see it and feel it, it's real. I promise you that. If you can see something and feel it, it's possible for you, but you have to be able to believe that within your subconscious energy first. Your subconscious energy has to match your words. So I can say, I want a good job, I want a good job, I want a good job. But in my subconscious energy, if it's saying, yeah, but you can't get a good job, you know that you don't have the skills for that, like that's too hard. There's so many other people that are better than you and that are way more qualified. If I'm saying that subconsciously, then absolutely you're right, and that's what I'm not going to get, is a good job. So you have to make sure your subconscious energy, and again, I highly recommend to watch that video, Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. It's my very first episode, and I'll place it in the description box, the link. But watch that video, because I'm talking about that. The subconscious mind has to match what your mind, with your conscious mind, and what your words are saying. It all has to be in alignment, and that's when everything comes towards you. It's very, very important. When you're manifesting something, there's all kinds of ways and techniques to manifest. I like to journal. I love to journal. So what I typically do is when I'm ready to manifest something, I'll take out my journal. I have my little incense. I meditate, make sure I feel grounded, make sure I feel like I'm aligned with what it is that I'm wanting. I take some time and I visualize. I take about maybe 10-15 minutes to visualize what it is that I want, make sure I'm feeling it, make sure it's like I feel like I'm a part of it, and then I write it down. I just write it down. But the one thing I do is when I'm done is I always express my gratitude before I even see it. I express my gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so thankful this is happening for me in my life. I'm so thankful that I'm attracting this into my life. I'm so thankful that this is what I have. This is what's going on. I'm so thankful for everything I already have, and I'm so thankful for what's coming. And then I'll let it go. Detachment is so important. Faith is the key ingredient with your manifestations. You can manifest all day and all night, but again, if you don't believe that it's possible, if you don't believe in the process, then it's going to fizzle away. Doubt is the number one manifestation killer. Doubt will kill your manifestations, your prayers, your wishes, just like that. So what I typically do is after, like I said, I have a book. So what I typically do is once I'm done, I express my gratitude and I close my book and I just let it be. And I promise you the things, like 95% of what I ask for always happens. Always. But I've also too mastered the law of detachment. My faith is so strong, and that's why I've just been able to manifest and bring in the things that I desire so easily, because it's like I let go of the outcome. So I'm like this. if I'm asking for something, in my mindset, again, I'm sorry, you guys, my little congested, but if I'm in my mindset, if I don't get it right now, that's cool. It's not ready for me. I detach from how I'm going to get it, if it's going to happen. So when is it going to happen? I detach from it. So I'll put out an intention, and then what I do is I'm like, okay, I know it's going to come. If it comes, when it comes, cool, I'm happy. I'm so thankful for it. But if it does not come, then okay, cool too. I'm just not ready for it. Now I'll go ahead and I'll get myself ready for it. It's a mindset where it's like I'm not placing too much energy, like our fear, our anxiety, or stress over it. It's just like I'm ready for it. I'm opening myself up to attract it. I'm pulling it towards me. I know I deserve it. So because I know I deserve it, I know that it's mine. It's going to come to me. But maybe there might be something that needs to happen first, or maybe it's better timing. And if that's the case, that's okay too. So I'm here for it either or. But when I detach from the how, whens, whys, and all of that, that's when everything comes in a whole lot faster. Like I'm telling you, the power of going with the flow is magnificent. I always say this, almost like if you could picture yourself floating versus trying to swim against the tide. If you're floating, the tide is going to take you to where you need to go, versus if you're swimming against the tide, you're going to end up back in the same spot. You're not going to go anywhere. The tide's going to win. So it's very important for you to be able to release and for you to detach. Find the ways that me personally, again, I'm a writer, so I love to write. I love to write down my intentions. I love to see the words. I'm a visual person too, see the words. And as I'm writing, I'm feeling it, and it just feels so good. And I just know, and I just have a sense of knowing. It's like, and again, 95% of what I want happens. But find your method, find your ways. I'll do a quick video. I'm actually traveling over, well, I guess sort of. So for the rest of the week, I'll be gone. I'm actually going to the beach. I need to, again, water break. My battery is like, so I've been working a lot lately. And so I'm actually going to the water to raise my vibrations up. That's my method. That's how I raise my vibrations up, because on Friday, I'm doing a big manifestation thing. And so I want to make sure that my vibrational frequencies are where they need to be, because this is important to me. So, find a method that's comfortable with you. As far, I'm going to post, I'll do a manifestation exercise. I will post a manifestation exercise for you guys either Wednesday or Thursday. And you can try it out. It's very easy, very simple. And that way you'll have an idea if you do want to participate in this full moon energy that's coming up this weekend. I will post a method for you that's very simple, very easy, and it really does work. But make sure that you are aligned with it. So take the next couple of days to raise those vibrational frequencies up and get ready for this amazing, beautiful full moon. Because it can really change your whole entire life. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this helped. You guys be blessed. Take care. And until next time, I will see you soon. Much love. Bye.